Hello everybody, Fahad is here again, and this video won't be about us. I'll do the continuation after. This video will be about Toho, which is a bullet hell type series of games, but it's more famous because of like the fandom itself. The fandom made it famous. Well, because of anime, doujins, and etc. And well, the game is more popular because of the songs as well. Like you probably know about Bad Apple. Bad Apple. You probably heard it multiple times. So, but today I'll be talking. I won't be talking about the game in general. I will be talking about a specific character, Reisen Udongein Inaba. What a terrible name to pronounce. Wow. I will talk very briefly, so that's basically just a summary. I won't be talking about much about Lunarians and all that shit. So I will just be talking about her history, her powers, and maybe, who knows, some fun facts. So let's go to the video. Okay, before we start, even though I already said it, let's start. I'm much of a LARPer in this shit. I might know the name of the character, some of their abilities, but damn, some names are just horrid. I don't like this. So, Reisen Udongein Inaba is okay. That's a terrible name. Like the meaning is good, but like it's terrible to pronounce. I already said that. She's a moon rabbit refugee from the lunar capital who fled to Earth, becoming a servant and student of Eirin Yagokaro at Este in Sokyo. I can't, bro. Almost every single name is just weird. She's first introduced in the game Imperishable Night as the 5th boss of the game. She uses the power to manipulate insanity and waves, which is a really broken ability. You guys will see when I get to that. She usually calls herself an Earth Rabbit because, well, she's a refugee from the moon, and well, she doesn't want to be called a Moon Rabbit, so now she's an Earth Rabbit. Yeah. Yet she remains like connected to the other one, so like she retains all of her lunar abilities, like the telepathy, which she can communicate with other lunar rabbits. So like it doesn't matter how far she is physically, neither spiritually, she will still be capable of communicating to them, hearing them, and well, talking to them, obviously. So let's get to the Lunar Wars. Like, what were they? So the Lunar Wars were two conflicts. Like, we had the first Lunar War and the second Lunar War. That's basically just World War. But between Moon and Earth. So the Moon inhabitants and Earthlings, their conflict started like because of the Apollo astronauts, like the landing on the Moon. So yeah, the meaning of those wars, it represents a clash over impurity and xenophobia. How xenophobia? Because people from outside the Moon. Where Lunarians view Earthlings as tainted and deem the planting of a flag as an invasion. Well, it makes sense. Like, suddenly someone comes to like your territory, they put a flag, and like, although the meaning is that, well, the first man the Moon, obviously the Lunarians would see that as something not good, like an invasion or some shit. Like, that lore is really dark, sure, not gonna lie. So the first Lunar War, which is about Apollo, well, following the 1969 or well 1969 Apollo program, Lunarians moved for war because they thought they were being attacked and that the Earthlings were trying to conquer the Moon. They came to that conclusion because the USA planted a flag on the Moon's surface where the little direct fighting occurred. The Lunarians heavily sabotaged the women attempts to inhabit the Moon. So yeah, everything that I just said. So we have the second Lunar War, which happened in the game Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. What a name. Alright, so let's go over the second Lunar War. The second lunar war in Toho is officially known as the Cancel Lunar War. Oh well, the second lunar war. I've already repeated that so many times. So primarily detailed in the official manga Silent Sinner in Blue, which means if you want you can literally see all that about in the freaking manga. It was an invasion orchestrated by Yukari Yakumo, a legendary yokai, or if you want just say yokai. Using a magical rocket built by Patrolling Knowledge on behalf of Emilia Scarlet, a vampire. The conflict resulted in the yokai and vampire forces being defeated by the lunar princess Watatsuki no Yorihime. So Entei, which is the name of that one legendary Pokemon, the electrical Pokemon, yeah. It's currently occupied by a large group of like the moon, because the ones that are there, such as Kaguya Horizon and Eirin Yagokoro, bro, I can't pronounce those names. They have been hiding there since their exile from the moon. Well, we have other occupants there, such as the Rebels, which are all under the command of Tewi Inaba, who protect Kaguya and Eirin from intruders. The majority of the characters have no idea that most of everyone from the one legendary Pokemon, Entei, was originally from the moon, and the ones that know keep it a secret. Why? I don't know, I'm a larper, don't ask. Humans in the yokai know Kaguya as the princess of Entei and its mistress. Entei is presented in the prologue of Legacy of Lugnat of oh my god.
Come on. Y'all know you gotta wait. Y'all know. Shut up!
Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. Eirin Yagokoro and Kaguya Horizon. They discussed what to do about the moon rebels that were coming to against Tokyo and purifying Earth. So Eirin states that she made a freaking medicine that will help see the heroine, helping them defeat the enemy. She gives them to the Reisen Udongein Inaba. I still think that's a really hard name to pronounce. Oh my god. To have her give them to the heroines. So like, now let's go to the heroines, which is basically the playable characters of that. So the heroines, no surprise, we have Heimu Hakurei, or the Hakurei Shrine Maiden, which I'll talk about their purpose too, of the characters. Like, Heimu's purpose is that she wants to protect her home, obviously, against Tokyo. Investigating the sudden appearance of a bizarre plant-killing lunar probe on Yokai Mountain. So for Marisa Kirizami, the ordinary magician, she is a self-driven human who sets out of pure curiosity after finding a mysterious lunar capital power stone in her home. So like, they have almost no reason. Appreciate. Just curiosity overall. Sanai kill yourself. What are those names, bro? I only knew her first name before doing that freaking script. So Sanai Kotia, the living god of miracles. Her reason is that, driven by the sight of the metallic moon probe that resembles the Mars rover Curiosity, she eagerly flies into space to confront the threat. Like, bro, why so? Why? Like, they have no actual reason. They just like got curious and that's it. Reisen Udongein Inaba, the moon rabbit on Earth. A former refugee from the moon, she is initially tasked with delivering Eirin Yagokoro's special elixir to the other heroines, but decides to join the fight out of deep loyalty to both her earthly friends and her lunar roots. Well, for them to pull off this seemingly impossible task against ultra powerful celestial beings, because well, the Lunarians aren't weak, like the people from the moon are super strong. So like aiding supplies the girls with the ultramarine orb elixir. Incredible name, yeah, incredible name, just like the rest of the freaking name is the shit. Canonically, the heroine uses this elixir to navigate the hazardos. I don't freaking know what that, I don't freaking know what that means. I will search. Well, the hazardos journey to the lunar capital successfully. Okay, hazardos is something like danger. Oh, how cool. I could have just put dangerous here. Whatever.